What are
Kev,
you going to
another
do?
thing that New Year's always means for us is Pornhub's data gets compiled
Ah,
and we
see,
get to.
the Pornhub doesn't even exist in Florida, so
So it's really funny now when you'll see it in a couple of minutes when we bring up the map. If you remember last year, there was a U.S. map, and on each state it was like the most searched term, right?
right?
I want you to see how much of this map is grayed out now because of the age verification. There, look at that map this year.
Wow, death to porn.
Only the states having fun are on there.
This is what MAGA has done to our country.
That's it. And based on that very grid right there, this is the separation we want when they secede from the union. I want it to be the gray states versus the colored states, like
Mm.
Pennsylvania. The hard search for puffy nipples. We'll get there. But so let me just give you some of the beyond the health.
I just saw Wisconsin was sloppy.
Yep, sloppy. So those are terms. It's up. Let's do it. Those are terms searched against other terms in other states were most prevalent for that state. So, for example, what do we got? Wisconsin anal beads. More searched than any other state. Not the most searched term, but more than any other state, anal beads would have been searched in Wisconsin. So there were some, of course, that weren't surprising. Louisiana with thick,
I know I
and
don't. I know I don't want to ever reside in Oregon.
just based on horny grandma
Yeah,
being
that's
the
that's.
search term.
But you know what happens is I remember when I did have access to porn in Florida, like the first thing that I would type would always be mature.
So
Because I
you,
used to
uh huh,
I would put MILF because you never want like any child pornography to be coming your way.
of course
So
not.
I would always put MILF. But then you realize that moms that I'd like to fuck could be a 16-year-old mom. And you all of a sudden you go, whoa, wait a minute. Let's go to mature.
Kev, if you were in New Hampshire, you might have typed slutty milf. I don't know if you're catching that there. Again, Granny, Maine, also Granny, Maine and Oregon.
I thought for sure that New York would be socialist Muslim.
No, it was he was busy repealing. What did he do today? I saw he undid the law that extended the definition of anti-Semitism. Yes, that was day one in office,
What did
or I
he
guess
do?
day two, as it were. I'll read the exact headline from CNN here. You hear everybody, oh, that's CNN, it's not true. Well, okay. So, Mamdani revokes executive orders that expanded definition of anti-Semitism and barred city employees from boycotting Israel. Tough for me to read on this screen, but New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani used his executive powers to revoke a handful of orders put in place by his predecessor after the former mayor was federally indicted, including a directive that expanded the definition of anti-Semitism and another that barred city employees and agencies from boycotting or divesting from Israel. Signed the orders on Thursday, just hours after his inaugural ceremony. So that was yesterday, I guess.
Boy, the big thing yesterday was that he took the oath on the Quran. That was the big news yesterday. And I saw a guy on X that says, "Well, I'm an atheist. If I was sworn in, I'd just do it on a Spider-Man comic." Like,
Yeah, I guess now you
but I didn't realize that it mattered what religion you were.
I guess it has to coincide. I don't. That's an interesting question. I don't know. I didn't even know what happened.
I
So I'm
mean,
not sure.
because isn't the term "so help you God" or what? Like
Right.
they have God, and like the Muslims have God, Christians have God. I mean,
Why do
I,
we need the fucking book? I mean, sounds like a George Carlin routine, but it's more official
yeah, because you know
because the
what?
fucking book is there.
If you put your hand on it and you raise your hand, you can't lie.
No, no. There's some
Nobody has
automatic
ever
lied under oath.
so
Absolutely
help them
not.
God not lied. So
Whatever book you throw under someone's hand, just
catching a rye.
So top category in the country, lesbian, and lesbian MILF was up 129%. Lesbian scissoring up 79%, and a lesbian strap-on up 62%. Second most viewed category of the year, transgender, with the search terms trans threesome growing by 67%. This one was fascinating to me, Kev. Occupational role play searches, whatever, role play.
Well endowed ICE agent.
Right. So what shows up? Driver is up 144%. It was the largest.
Not mini driver, just a
not
driver.
mini driver, just like
a driver.
Yeah. Second to that, plumber. Little plumber role play action going on.
So they in the old days it was always just the pizza delivery guy, but now
that's a tired old trope, brother.
I know. I mean, it was the go-to for years.
Chef. I hope it wasn't because ingredients were being mixed. Chef. And then professor was up 33%, like I said before. Occupational.
I would think office sex has been like.
That was so for locations.
Right.
That shows up there. Store was first up 136%. Office 62%. Restaurant up 55%, and then hospital up 18%. So if you want to do some like incapacitated action.
So I go back to what I said earlier. See, that you go down to the second category. It's just not MILFs, it's maturing MILFs.
Yeah, see, so more people than just you.
Maturing.
Okay. Yes.
So they're definitely trying to stay away from the 5.2 million pages yet to be unreleased of the Epstein files.
It's going to knock this off its axis once that shit comes out.
Oh, my God.
Here's the world categories. I'm still on the Pornhub data. Here's the globe, Kevin, and here are the most searched terms by country.
Go to Japan.
Japan, I see right now. So, Japan and Italy. The biggest first of all, the Italians. I'm going to insult every culture that I touched. We did the Irish before here. The Italians are unbelievable. There's MILF, lesbian, right? You're looking all around. Italy is red. The only red country, because if you scroll down to the legend, Steve, what do they search for their porn? Italian. Wildly in love with themselves. I do believe Japan might have searched Japanese. That looks like it's orange, right? Go to Japan over there, Steve. I think if you zoom in to Japan, I think the Japanese have searched for right out there in the island there.
No, they're up on top of China there, but Siberia. They're feeling Japanese. I really think so.
And transgender for Russia.
What?
The most searched term. And no real shocks anywhere else, but I thought all the Russians searching for there. I wonder what Putin's done to limit the. The Brazilians are searching for themselves too.
But that could just be a fucking hairless.
That's true too, right? The little wax jam
just
there.
A little wax.
I wonder if Putin's put in any age verification. If him and Trump talked about this when they get together for their summits, if that's covered at all.
This has been the longest 24 fucking hours of my life. It's a peace deal with the Ukraine.
Oh, because you got up at 8, maybe.
No, I'm just saying though that when he was elected, he said
it was going to be done in a day. Yeah,
be done in a day. It almost
just feels like it's longer. It's still inauguration day, Kevin.
Seems like a year.
Yeah, no, it's still January. How about by age here, Kevin? How about relative searches by age? And this was eye-opening last year, and God help our youth. So the Gen Z, which would be 18 to 24, their top searches: party, feet, POV, virtual reality, vertical video. I remember this from last year. It's the only age group that needed to specify the orientation of the camera for the scene.
Yeah, but I that's just that's the technology. I mean, I get the POV. I get it.
The POV is fine, but vertical video, virtual reality, romantic, cosplay, and hentai. That's Gen Z's searches, 18 to 24 years old. Let's skip ahead to our bracket here, Kev. What are you in, the boomer bracket?
I'm a boomer.
Go down to Kev's boomer bracket. It's the orange one at the bottom there. Okay, so all very normal. Kev, brunette, babe. Maybe they meant the pig. Casting, mature, interracial, threesome, massage, and cuckold. Just below you, the Gen Xers, my generation, Kev, slightly wilder when you look at the top category. The top two, we got fisting and bukkake kicking us off here.
Yeah, well, you guys are. It's a whole different double penetration, bisexual male. I mean, you got to.
We're searching, man.
Yeah,
we're trying to figure it out.
That's it's a whole. But on top of that, the boomers. You're 66 years old. I mean,
you should be searching for mature.
Yeah, a 45-year-old woman's young. That's like a child. People don't understand that. Like, there's a girl in our gym that she's 4 years old, and the guy says, "What do you think of her?" I said, "Like, it's kind of young, you know." And he goes, "Dude, she's 40." I said, "She's 26 years younger than me." Like, what? I don't think she's going to sit around and listen to Grand Funk Railroad with me.
I think it's a natural thing that I shouldn't generalize. I don't know. Your like attraction target kind of ages with you, right? Like, isn't that no? I know Al Pacino's married to a 30-year-old or something like that. There's 50 years between them. So I think he just wants to populate the planet, though. So
I think that as you get older, too, it's just like, I don't know, it's the just guttural sex just doesn't really, it just doesn't kind of hit it, you know.
Is there like situational reasons why someone who's 66 would be looking for other 50 or 60, like if the 40-year-old chick pops up on the porn, you're like, oh, too demanding, too much of a headache, she's probably going to be in it for the money. Like, does that come in? Is there situational casting happening, or is it just a visceral attraction?
I'll see things on Instagram, and there'll be like an attractive woman, because they're definitely not a girl. So it's definitely a woman,
Mm.
and she's like, I'm 45 years old. I have one kid, single. You know, da 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 da. And I'm thinking like, okay, like your husband went younger. You know, like
Hmm.
you're still hot. You got shit on. Like I don't want that.
Right.
You know.
Right. Kev, traffic by operating system. This was eye opening to me. You degenerate pervert. Steve, bring up the graph. This is going to be shocking to you. Not that one. The one before. I think it was before. But by operating system. It's a pie chart. There it is. 67% Android to 33% Apple. Is it just that maybe
I think Bitcoin had a really bad years, and it just nobody wants to fucking think about sex when they're on their Apples. So they're in they're in that whole crypto fucking funk right now.
the crypto bubble?
Yeah.
All right.